What's up, guys? Captain Rick Stanczyk here. Here's April's fishing report for you. Been really slammed busy, so I haven't had a lot of time to put out any videos lately. Sorry about that, but trying to catch up a little bit here. To be honest, it's been a lot of the same stuff the last few weeks. Tarpon. I gotta say, the last couple weeks, the tarpon fishing has been insanely good. We had a little bit of a slow start in March. We had some windows where it got really good, and then a late cold front with a lot of wind would come through and just kind of mess things up for several days, and then it'd take a few more days to kind of equalize. They'd get a little happy again, and then boom, another front came. We must have had, 4 or 5 good late cold fronts in February and March there. So, slower early season fishing this year compared to previous years. But since April started, we had that last front, I think, the first day or two of April didn't get real cold, and the local bridge fish were still biting okay, and after a couple days where it warmed back up, it's gotten really good. So big numbers of fish around, big numbers of bites most days, and catching a lot, so it's been really cool. Like I mentioned, a lot of the fishing right now, it's what we call local, around town, whatever, where we're fishing in the Keys, more so than in the backcountry. There's just a lot of fish packed in around the bridges. It gets pretty busy around there sometimes, so some days you're kind of fighting for a spot, especially if you're out there on the weekend. No, that's a big ass tarpon. Big tarpon. Dave, we're hooked up too! I can't tell. And you know how the bridge works, sometimes they're biting in one little area and you're the boat, sitting right next door and you're not getting a thing, and that's just how fishing goes. So if you can go during the week or, on an evening, sometimes it's a little less busy than on, the prime weekend days when everybody's out there. But fishing's good, like I said, nonetheless. With tarpon, it's not like they're always biting all day, every day. But if you put the time in and you're out there when the time's right, the tide's right, all those things, it's been really good. We've had, a lot of big fish showing up the last couple weeks, which has been good. A lot of the early season fish were on the smaller to medium size range for me, anyways. So the big ones are definitely here now. There's also a lot of sharks around. We had a big bull shark attack a couple tarpon in the last couple weeks. Check out some of this footage here. Oh, sharks on them! Open your bell! Keep on the video. Oh, man.
Yeah, sharks got him.
Yeah, we always try to instruct anglers, to either cup the spool and try to break the fish off. If you're fishing real heavy tackle, though, sometimes that's not possible, so you got to just open your bail, try to let the tarpon get away for a while, and then close the bail and pop them off. But things happen fast out there. If you're, someone that's not really a seasoned fisherman, you may not know what to do, right real quick. So sometimes things just happen fast, and unfortunately some of those fish get eaten. And the sharks have been a real problem this year. I haven't had too many issues with them, but I know a lot of guys have. So when the sharks are around, we definitely like I said, like to try to break those tarpon off. Don't let them get eaten if we don't have to, especially those big breeding fish. Hate to see one of those get eaten and killed, because those are lots of baby tarpon that are going to be around in a few years. So battling around the bridges is always a real battle, especially when you're in a bigger boat like mine. You got to weave in and out of the pilings and try to get around them. A lot of your line sometimes gets kind of scuffed up because those fish are running through the pilings real quick, and you're trying to, not be real tight on them, because if you put a lot of drag on them, then usually that line frays as it rubs up against the bridge. So we kind of fish light drags and try to let them do the run, and then we try to stay after them, you know, and just keep the line tight by reeling. It usually works pretty good, but it definitely takes a toll on your tackle. So definitely go through a lot of line and a lot of hooks this time of year, a lot of leader, catching those big bridge tarpon.
Oh, dang. Did you get it? I didn't get it. I was trying to watch you see if we was going to come around that bridge or not.
Got a few good slow motion jump shots of some fish the last couple weeks too. Not as many as I do when I'm in the backcountry, because again, we're fishing around bridges, so you always have to kind of be aware of what's going on and move and think quick. So sometimes it's hard to be ready with the camera in your hand to get a lot of that action. But got a few good ones here, so check this out. Alright, so like I said, guys, it's been busy, and right now it's tarpon. That's kind of what's going on in April and May here in the Keys. Most everybody's tarpon fishing every day. Not that there's not other stuff to catch, but this is definitely the time of year that the big tarpon are here, and most people coming here, that's what they're looking for. So I'll be getting back to more tarpon fishing. Might hopefully be posting some more videos here in the future. But make sure you follow me on Instagram to kind of see what's going on day to day. I definitely post on there just about every day. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button, and we'll catch you next time. Also, make sure you grab a Stan's hat from the Bud Mary's store. We got lots of new gear in there. All right, and so I had my lower unit go out a couple days ago. Coming home, heard a loud rattling, grinding sound, which is never good on a motor. Luckily, my mother-in-law, Ginger, has the same motor on her boat, and she doesn't use it all that much, so she said I could borrow it for a couple weeks because you can't hardly get a lower unit right now. But thanks to the team at Caribbean, they were able to change it, get me back ready again to go fishing on Sunday. So if you're fishing with me in the next couple weeks, thanks, Ginger. You're helping everybody out.
There it is. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, getting them to roll completely over is always a mission, especially when they're big. Most of the time it doesn't happen.